Let's go. Good morning, my friends. It's your old pal, PeaceLoveMusic, with another episode of the Let's Go Good Morning Show, brought to you live by DeOrganized Media in partnership with our amazing friends at BitcoinLive Decentralized Broadcasting. It is Tuesday, the 8th of July. Lots going on in our space, lots going on in the world. We got a lot of news and information for you. Really excited about just where things are going. There's a lot going on Stacks. We had a great show yesterday. Thank you so much for everyone that tuned in. I actually think that music might be a little loud. Let me know in the chat, guys, if the music's loud or if it seems too loud, by the way. I really appreciate it because I can't always tell with my setup. Sometimes I have it turned down. I can't hear myself coming through. So if I'm too low or the music's too loud, let me know. Also, guys, if you're a Chad, share out the live stream. It's very important. It helps us grow. If you like what we do, we're here every day getting the news. I'm up before 6 a.m. I'm on my phone by a little bit after 6, getting the news, aggregating all the information, figuring out what are the best stories to bring you guys, coordinating all of the price data that we talk about and everything, and getting this all together to be able to bring this to you consistently every day on DeOrganized. And we really do love doing it. But if you enjoy it, if you appreciate what we're doing, if this actually provides value to you, one thing you can really do that helps us out is share the live stream, or get some Billy Cat glasses if you attend some events. That's also appreciated. Friendly reminder, this is a news show. We're providing news and information, sometimes some education, hopefully some entertainment, but never financial advice. We talk about financial things, we talk about price, we talk about developments in the space, and we provide all that information so that you can do your own research and you can make your decisions about what you should invest in or not invest in, or sell, cut, whatever, on your own, with just some of the information that we have available to you. And this is not the only source of information, by the way. Do your own research means going out and finding more information. We try to get everything, but sometimes we get things wrong. Sometimes the processes we use gives us wrong information that we didn't actually catch was incorrect. So don't base your investment decisions on our opinions or what we tell you about anything. Always do your own research. Never invest money you cannot afford to lose. That's rule number one with investing. That is financial advice. If you cannot afford to lose the money, do not invest the money. Hold on to that money and spend it on what you need it for. And then work on improving your marketable skills and your ability to create value so that you can increase your capacity to generate income. And then you will have disposable income with which to invest. All that being said, the numbers this morning: Bitcoin coming in at 108,871. Stacks coming in at 65.5 cents, with a market cap ranking of 68 by market cap on coin market cap. Fear and Greed Index ticked down a little bit to 50, right in the middle of that neutral range. And the top 3 gainers on coin market cap for the last 24 hours are Crypto.com's Kronos CRO coin, ticker A, Volta. I've never heard of it. That's why I had to actually put Volta in there in the crawl, because I wouldn't remember what A stood for, and never heard of it before. Definitely do your own research on that one. And Uniswap making the top 3. When you stack your STX, you earn BTC. If you're interested in earning Bitcoin passively, you get some stacks, you hold some stacks, you stack your stacks in a stacking pool, you earn Bitcoin rewards. SBTC is programmable Bitcoin on Stacks, specifically for use in the robust and amazing Stacks DeFi ecosystem and growing. Stacks has fast, low-fee transactions, proof of transfer security, and native Bitcoin rewards. Tell your friends. Also, Chad, share out the live stream. Share it out. We really appreciate it when you do. Hermetica in Stacks DeFi, in the very robust and functional and awesome Stacks Bitcoin DeFi ecosystem, Hermetica is offering 10% yield on USDH this morning with over $5 million total value locked on the platform. That's right. You can earn 10% yield on a dollar stablecoin that is backed by Bitcoin. If you're interested in learning more about that, head on over to hermetica.fi right now. On Bitflow, you can dollar cost average programmatically, automatically. You can set up the rules on how you're going to DCA into Bitcoin, stacks, runes, and more effortlessly at bitflow.finance. And now you can drop all of your favorite meme token pets at the Bitflow barn and earn yield in the pools over at Bitflow. Head on over. You can start earning yield on your meme tokens at Bitflow. Velar perp dex is live. You can engage in perp trading, stake your Velar. You can also pay your favorite tokens with SBTC, earn yield and trade tokens over at Velar. Protocol, a Bitcoin native DeFi protocol, enables cross-chain swaps, bridging, and payments in BTC, and it connects Bitcoin to 20 plus chains. Zest is offering 4.02% on SBTC. That's right, you can earn 4% on Bitcoin with SBTC over at Zest Protocol. They're also offering 9.96% on your STX. That is liquid stacked stacks that you get from Stacking DAO. And the highest yield on Zest today is 92% on AUSD. That's 2 days in a row. That's been like way high yield on AUSD. I'm not sure of all the details. I don't hold any. If I did, I would definitely be sticking it over in Zest and earning some yield on there. Not financial advice. Do your own research, but that seems like an opportunity. Over at Stacking DAO, you can earn 9.94% on STX with your STSTX or with STSTX. So you deposit your stacks on Stacking DAO, and if you choose, you can earn it in STSTX, where you receive liquid STSTX tokens that appreciate in value based on the yield over time against the STX that you've deposited. You can then take that STSTX and earn another 9.96% over at Zest today. Or at Stacking DAO, you can also just engage in regular stacking, where you earn BTC native BTC yield, native BTC yield at 10.58%. Or you can also earn 9.65% with yield in SBTC. So that's Bitcoin on Stacks Network. And that also gives you a liquid token that you can also deploy for further yield in Stacks' robust Bitcoin DeFi ecosystem. The top 3 Stacks token gainers on stxtools.io this morning is Velar, Sim, and Hoax. I'm not super familiar with Sim or Hoax. I love Velar, obviously. Super psyched to see that token making a little bit of a rebound. What is happening in the Stacks ecosystem today? Well, I will tell you as soon as I get my schedule up here. We had a great whatever morning space. I love getting to talk to Binta and GP and all the guys, Bully Pick, and Tinderly and Nos, and everyone that comes up and chats with us about what's going on in the ecosystem. Hattie was on early talking about Eric from X Inc. Really cool stuff going on there. As always, we have our show Monday through Friday, 8:30 that you're watching right now, 8:30 a.m. to 9:30 a.m. We bring all times Eastern. We bring the news, the information, the intel, and the conversation. 9:30, we have Find to Earn rounds with Xenitron, the Game Master. At 10 a.m. on Tuesdays, every Tuesday, is the Stacks DeFi show hosted by Stacking DAO. That is the place to get all the alpha on what's going on in the DeFi ecosystem on Stacks weekly. At noon, the Hermetica Hangout is back, 12 noon Eastern. The Chads from Hermetica will be hanging out. Always a great time. At 1 p.m., we have Stacking DAO screen share with GP over in the Stacking DAO Discord. That is a huge and growing event. Actually, I don't know if it's in Stacking DAO or Zest Discord. It says Stacking DAO screen share, but I see both projects on there. So I'm not sure if it's one or the other. We'll get a clarification from GP when he comes on to chat with us. At 2 p.m., I'm showing it 2 p.m. is art on stacks, but I thought it was 3 p.m. I'm not sure if that's a new time or if there maybe was an issue with the scheduler. So I'll double check on that one as well. And also on that schedule, by the way, guys, it's deorganized.media/schedule. You can actually like set your reminders for spaces or like watch episodes, watch past episodes over on the calendar. Actually, directly, you can connect right to those things. At 5:30 p.m. is All Things Crypto with Dave, Cool, and Landy. And at 7 p.m., as always, is the DeOrganized Nightly Show with GPSC and Friends. It is the vibe. It is the way to break down your day and get into the mood, catch up on what's going on in the space. Great times over there. And let me just double check the stacks event calendar. Nothing else going on this week or today. Scroll down. Yeah, I don't think there's anything special going on this week. We're in the heat of the summer, right? So everything's a little slower, trying to slow down a little bit, and that's great. So that's what's happening. If you do have not sure what happened. I think I lost my connection for a minute there, guys. I'm sorry about that. Okay. All right. Yeah, I was frozen. I got to notice that I lost connection. I'm not sure why. I don't have too many tabs open. Shouldn't be an issue, but we'll see. We'll keep going. We'll just keep going. Sorry about that. In the news, guys, Coinbase, or a coalition spearheaded by Coinbase, alongside Stand with Crypto, which is actually a Coinbase movement, and 65 industry firms, is lobbying Congress to fast-track the Digital Asset Market Clarity Act. The legislation would shift crypto regulations from the SEC to the CFTC, aiming to provide clearer rules for the industry as regulatory pressure grows. This renewed push highlights the crypto sector's determination to gain more tailored oversight in the U.S. Thanks, Trip. I don't know what happened there. And GM Graham, what's up, brother? Back to my news. Love seeing the lobbying come out of these big projects. We need more of that too. CoreWeave, this is an interesting one. CoreWeave, a leader in AI-focused data infrastructure, has agreed to acquire crypto mining giant Core Scientific in an all-stock transaction worth approximately $9 billion. The deal aims to consolidate AI and blockchain computing power, reduce lease liabilities by nearly $10 billion. And who's leasing all of it? Who's leasing? Who's collecting that $10 billion? And generate around $500 million in annual savings. The merger is expected to finalize in Q4 of 2025. Somebody's losing $10 billion. Bit Digital is executing a dramatic pivot, halting its Bitcoin mining operation to shift its corporate treasury strategy toward Ethereum. After raising $172 million, the company sold nearly 280 BTC to acquire over 100,000 Ethereum. Executives say the change aligns with a focus on staking income and more sustainable operations compared to traditional mining. Should check out BTC staking on Stacks. I don't even think you're getting 4% on Ethereum staking right now. MicroStrategy, the largest corporate Bitcoin holder, is pausing its aggressive BTC acquisition strategy after reporting $14.05 billion in unrealized gains for Q2. The pause marks the first break in its Bitcoin accumulation in over 3 months. The company is now planning a $4.2 billion preferred stock offering to diversify its treasury and maintain flexibility for future buys. BlackRock's tokenized fund BITL, which enables institutional clients to hold blockchain-based money market assets, has crossed $2.5 billion in AUM, assets under management. The milestone reinforces a growing trend among asset managers to experiment with blockchain rails and tokenized securities, which could open trillions in new liquidity channels in the next decade. On July 7th, Bitcoin spot ETFs experienced a net inflow of $217 million. BlackRock's IBIT led with an inflow of $165 million. Ethereum's spot ETF saw a total net inflow of $62 million on the same day, with Grayscale's ETH-E recording the highest single-day inflow of $40 million, followed closely by Fidelity's FETH with $22 million in inflows. The UStax campaign is ongoing. We had a post yesterday. If you guys need to, head over to stacks.org/use-stacks-contest, and there you can participate. There's contests every couple of days with posts about different projects that give you ways to use stacks. Yesterday we focused on content creators and the creator economy. We focused on some great projects, including BoostX, Zero Authority, Boom Wallet, who I'm representing today. We talked about some building projects like Gary's Gated and Rising Tide Protocol, and some amazing things coming to the ecosystem and how to use stacks. There's a great way to learn about these things. A lot of these projects, even the ones that are building, are in testnet phase or beta testing. So there are opportunities to go play around with them right now, even though they're not fully developed. Really cool stuff happening in stacks. Also, don't forget, SIP31 community vote is live at stx.eco. There's a few more days left to go flex your vote. Get out and vote for the ecosystem. We got a lot going on. Whether you're for or against SIP31, go out and vote. Make your voice heard. It's important. If we have, even if it passes, but we get a significant amount of dissension, that might influence how the endowment works, versus if we get just tons of, I'm not saying we should have a lot of dissension, by the way. I think that there was a lot of good work done to include and address the community and make sure that what the outcoming SIP does reflect what the community wants. But not everyone maybe was even aware. Not everyone was paying attention. And if there's people that are opposed to it or don't understand or don't like it for whatever reason, they should vote that way too, because the results matter. Even if it passes, it's important to know that more people were unsatisfied with it than we thought, if that's the case. So vote no if you feel convicted to do so. Stacks DeFi season going on over at Zeely with 50,000 STX reward pool. Head over to Zeely and participate. I think there's like somewhere between 17,000 participants so far in the Zeely campaigns. Huge win for Stacks on that. So great work to the foundation and Trust Machines, Leather people. Bitflow is big on that. Great stuff going on. Granite, shout out. Great stuff going on with the Zeely campaigns and the marketing working group over at Stacks. Really hitting on some stuff. Again, shout out Zero Authority DAO. There's a ton of bounties on there right now. Head over to zeroauthoritydao.com. Pet bounties. There's I think there's 8 or 9 of them right now. You can earn some Rue, some I think there's Leo on there, Stacks, USDH. Go check them out. There's opportunities for content creators and other just community members and engagement opportunities there. So go check them out, zeroauthoritydao.com. BoostX, if you're not using BoostX, you need to be. I dropped a boost in our morning space this morning, and it's just a small amount of tokens, but it's a good way to reward your users for coming onto your space, or reward somebody for making a good post about your project, or supportive post of one of your posts. It's a great tool. You head over to boostx.cc to get started. It's a Chrome extension you add to your browser. As long as you have a Stacks wallet on that browser, a wallet extension on that browser as well, you can then connect your wallet to X. You get a little rocket icon on X, and you can send people Stacks or Stacks NFTs, Stacks tokens, and more functionality coming. They have added integrated with this Discord now. Great stuff going on with BoostX. Huge shout out to Rosar, his Charisma platform. There is actually DeFi trading. There's liquidity pools over at Charisma now. Check them out if you are interested. Some really cool other stuff going on. And also a huge shout out to Rosar with his vibe coding series that he's been doing. If you are interested in learning a little bit more about coding in general, some basic stuff, some starter stuff, that's really good information, even if you're not really looking to be a coder, but maybe you're looking to develop some stuff and work with coders, you can understand some of that process a little bit. Rosar makes it easy. So check him out, give him a follow. Also a huge shout out to Rafa and the Fact Fun project, the bonding curve project with the twist, with the pre-launch phase and the seeding. You can do 20 or 200 seats, and you have to have investors before it goes to bonding curve. So it shows that there's interest, and it's not just there's vesting in that amount that they buy into. So it's not just a pump and dump for the people that are early to know about the project kind of thing. It's really a novel way to do bonding curve token launches. They are meme tokens, so I'll always do your own research and all of that. But if you're looking to launch a meme token, or you have a community that you're looking to launch a token for, Fact Fun is a great place to go check that out. BNS1, if you need a .btc, .stx, or other BNS digital ID, BNS.1 is the place to go. I would definitely look sooner than later, because there's starting to be more interest in people gobbling up the good names. So if you have something you really particular to, head over to BNS.1 today and get started. Also, if you are a builder building a project on Stacks, check out the Stacks Ascent program. They have some great opportunities helping you develop and learn how to promote and start a project in the space. That is the news for the day. Let me actually just really quick, I want to shout out our amazing sponsors. Nope, that's not the right one. Where am I? Stacking DAO is the leading liquid staking platform for the Stacks network. Stacking DAO is changing the game by letting users earn up to 10% APY on their STX while keeping their assets liquid. Unlike traditional staking, their unique design means no minimums, and users start earning rewards immediately, so there are zero switching costs when moving from other stacking pools. Plus, you've got options. Choose to get your rewards in STX or SBTC, whatever fits your strategy. I use both. Want to start earning yield today? Head over to stackingdao.com and jump on in. Stacking DAO is where liquidity meets opportunity. And Bitflow is the top DEX on Stacks, letting you trade native BTC, STX, SBTC, USDC, runes, and more, all in one place by aggregating prices on Alex, Arcadico, and Valar. Recently, Bitflow rolled out Flex pools, launching with STX pools to support liquid staking assets, offering flexible deposits, smarter rewards, and deeper liquidity. No impermanent loss. Single-sided liquidity options and or any ratio liquidity pool participation. Really great stuff they have going on at Bitflow. And with that, I'm going to bring on the homie, GP. What's up, my brother?
Good morning. Good morning. How's everybody doing today? Happy Tuesday. Let's go.
Let's go. Let's go. We got XY0 in the chat. GM Zero.
Let's go, Zero. If you guys have not, definitely go hit up zeroauthoritynow.com. Go check out the bounties and gigs. Take part in the decentralized gig economy on Bitcoin via Stacks. Let's go. Big shout out to the homie Zero.
So I'm not sure who Ricky Ricardo is, but this is so He's BTC got to 100K without no ISO compliance utility and lots of speculation. XRP's been around for almost the same amount of time, but they're about utility and ISO 20022 certification and not about speculation or Michael Saylor hype. Yeah, they're also about, being completely consolidated and a huge amount of supply being, not distributed, and they're the banker token, XRP. Look, I have a lot of friends that are in XRP, both in real life, family even, and I don't want to talk negative about any project, but if you want to compare, there's a reason why XRPers are always talking about Bitcoin, and Bitcoiners don't give a fuck about XRP at all. At all. I mean, it's just what it is. That's just how it is. And I love. I have some friends that are. I held some XRP. I actually bought. I thought it was an interesting project back in 2017. When I say I held some, it might be like it was $100 that I bought, and when I sold it at $3 in December of 2017, when it hit its high. That it's almost not, it's under now, it's under its 2017 high, guys. I mean, it is what it is. And I know that there's a lot going on, and I wish you well. I hope it rockets up. I want everyone to win, but we're not XRP maxis here by any stretch. So
we do have an XRP on SDX. I don't know if you want to buy it, Ricky.
That's a different XRP, but maybe very similar in value.
Yeah, it's got its own.
GP, I'm gonna be right back. I gotta get more coffee.
Yeah, handle the business. So yeah, today we've got the stacking DAO. I know that Peace was reading through the schedule, and there's a couple of clarifications need to be made. We do have the Stacking DAO weekly screen share today. That is going down in the Stacking DAO Discord. We will be we'll be searching for the alpha in the ecosystem as a community, as well as doing a content creator workshop. So if you're trying to hone your skills and get a little better at, getting some visibility on your posts, that's what we aim to do, teaching people how to do that in the Stacking DAO Discord. And then Art on Stacks for today, our artist that we are interviewing actually double booked himself, so we have to move it a little bit earlier.
Okay, so that's the time on the schedule is correct. It's 2 p.m. Eastern time. That's an hour earlier than the regular time, and next week we'd probably be back at 3.
100%. Should be back at 3 p.m. ET next week. And then also this week we've got another special space going down tomorrow about art. The Leo Coin Art collective space is going down, and I'm really, really excited to kind of see what comes from that. It's a really cool idea that Roots has, the founder of LeoCoin and STXPools.io, incentivizing for like new artists to come to our blockchain and make art. You stand to win some prizes for putting in some entries. I think there's going to be like 6 of these contests a year, to where you could win some bucks for making your entries. The entries get included in the Leo Art Collective NFT collection, and mint. I think there's going to be 15 editions. There's all sorts of information that you should definitely tune into that space tomorrow.
Yeah, definitely tune in. And one of the cool things, because we had them, Mel and Reese and Rubes all came on yesterday. You were in your meeting, you came back for the end of it, but they talked about a lot of cool things, and it really is. I'm super excited. I love Reese. I think he's a great ambassador for arts into the ecosystem. Yeah. I love Melanie is a great driver. So and very organized and detail oriented. So I think her being affiliated, and she's obviously got her finger on the pulse of art on chain. So I think that's a great crew there. I also love, I heard that one of your works will actually be made into an ordinal in one of the first ordinals that this project's going to mint. I'm not sure of all. I don't understand all the mechanisms on how that's supposed to work and all of that, but congratulations on being recognized as well, man. You're definitely you're a huge part of the art, with your art on Stacks contributions and all you're doing. You make some dope art with obviously the Gigaverse projects and all of that, all of the stuff going on in the GPSC. And, an arts collective is definitely in your wheelhouse as well. So I know that you're going to be connected to that project, even if you're not officially running it.
Yeah,
you don't have the time to.
No, I think they have the right people to make it shake, and of course I'm gonna try to amplify it as much as I can. I'm really excited. I love Roots. Roots is such an easy going guy, a hard-working guy in our ecosystem that is always trying to drive new innovation to our blockchain, as well as providing tools that are needed in our ecosystem. So I'm a huge fan of Roots. I'm a huge fan of Bell and Reese, and I think that squad is a very, very solid one for onboarding new artists and incentivizing, people to come mint and partake in art on Stacks. I think it's going to be great, and I think it's going to be huge for our ecosystem. So really excited to see what comes from it, and of course I would jump in at the drop of a dime. If they summon me, somebody says, "Hey, I need a little help with this," I'm going to be there regardless. So yeah, man.
Yeah, of course. You're definitely going to be, you're definitely an OG in the space too. But I'm just psyched that your work's being recognized a little bit too.
Yeah. I did a Leo from the trenches. It was an ordinal that was part of, the Leo art pass. Reese actually made the official art pass, and if you're holding that, you're able to go and mint the Leo from the trenches ordinal on Gamma. So that will be, I imagine, recreated within this collection, and that's really cool. I love that we've got these two different pieces. Me and Reese are within the same collection. That's my brother, man. So I'm really, really hyped about this. The whole premise, the incentivizing users to mint, incentivizing artists to get their work out there. It's huge, and then the community involvement to select each piece. What's not to love about that whole situation?
Yeah, I think it's great. We definitely need more artists to collaborate. Not just to be artists producing content, but a community where there's support for each other. It helps amplify the messaging when people do promote, drop a piece. If there's a group that's all working together, you get a little bit of pump from people going in and just liking and commenting on other people's projects when they make posts about their content. So that's really it's not just about the art. It is about the art, but it's about the artists and the network of artists that we can create out of. That's the collective part is really an important piece there. It's not an exclusive club for just you, Reese, and Melanie. We want all of the artists to come and get some exposure to the broader Stacks ecosystem and to the community. And then by that, we're all able to grow more because we get exposed to the art. Some people will actually purchase some of this art. The artists get some value back from what they're creating. And it creates this value loop situation where artists are incentivized to create more art. The people that appreciate and enjoy and get value out of the art get more art and support the artists, and then they promote it and it gets more exposure and just keeps snowballing out. That's the goal of something like that.
Yeah, and you made a very good point about the network effect of this, getting artists together to kind of hey, compete just a little bit to get their additions added to this collection, You know, like you're able to think about what collaborations will come between from the artists that not only get featured within the collection, but also you know, people will be bouncing ideas and you know, kind of looking at each other's pieces, getting ideas. You know, it's crazy how much our art can influence and inspire others. So I think that it's cool and being able to see others' pieces, you know, within the Discord um, is going to be cool to see. Think of the collaborations that can come from that. So um, really awesome. Can't wait. And you know, it just seems like more and more stuff is happening for our ecosystem. It's really good. We're trending in the right direction. We have like sound functionality. We have you know, this endowment that's gonna line up with different incentivization roles, like you know, incentivization for new builders to enter our ecosystem, as well as incentivization for our builders that are already here. The cost of doing business, working capital, all of that will be coming from our endowment. You know, SIP 31. It was, I think it was announced that it was supposed to be ending tomorrow, but the Bitcoin blocks, you know, they don't always, they're not as predictable. So it is going on for a few more days. So
Right. A couple more days to vote. And obviously, like, we are big supporters of it. We've been involved in the talks from the community side before it was initially launched. You know, we were participating. We were participants in the AMA when it did launch. While we were in Vegas, we were invited to be on there, and we participated together. You know, the group of us with everyone that was at the DeOrganized house, sponsored by Zest. Shout out Zest. But it evolved significantly from what was originally proposed, even though I think the spirit was always there, right? The biggest achievement of the SIP 31 process was how much engagement we got, how much we got people just kind of talking about what they want to see happen on stacks, thinking about projects that they, you know, once there's an idea that I might be able to actually go somewhere for funding, it forces people to really look at their projects, tighten them up, make a strong proposal, and figure out what they're doing and make sure that their processes are proper, because there's really an opportunity there versus I'm just going to keep trying to build this and see what happens kind of thing.
yeah, you know, think about like people will step back and take a look and be like, what do I need to improve? That's a very good point. You know, to kind of look and see what they've created, and then what can we do? What more can we do with this capital, right? Like if I were to put in a proposal for my project, and what more could I do with the funds from it? I think it'll help other projects within our ecosystem scale. It also help you know, deepen the liquidity pools in our DeFi. So it's awesome, man. It's going to be really cool. And with this wormhole integration, Stacks is going multi-chain, right? So there's going to be more eyes on Stacks, more buy buttons in front of people, more ways to get within our ecosystem and start participating in real Bitcoin DeFi. You know, I think that they're like everything that has been working up to this point is starting to come to fruition slowly but surely. And I can't wait. I mean, I just have this feeling in my bones that the wormhole integration is the first of many big partnerships and big announcements that we're going to see.
Yeah, I agree. You know what? That mesh network story last night was dope. I
Yeah,
didn't get a chance to read much more about it, but that conversation was awesome. We read about it a little bit while we were talking about it, and I still don't understand how it functions because I don't understand Bluetooth technology, but the idea that there's going to be offline but digital communication, you know, not online like on the internet online, but still peer-to-peer, device-to-device communication network functionality is a huge idea. I think it's very, very interesting to me how that might actually develop and function. I think it's a really cool idea.
Yeah, Jack Dorsey, he is the founder of Twitter, or creator of Twitter. And
Right.
one of the things that its name is BitChat, and the way that it works is through Bluetooth technology. What's interesting is, while we were talking about this, right? We were talking about how people could do peer-to-peer Bitcoin transactions with it, and here, let me just read this real quick. Jack Dorsey launches BitChat, a Bluetooth mesh messaging app with end-to-end encryption and multi-hop relays, enabling offline peer-to-peer communication for decentralized, internet-free chat. So, I don't know exactly how it works, but this is some of the things that it offers, like offline communication, end-to-end encryption, extended range, reaching over 300 miles. Don't know if it's miles or meters. We went over that in the DeOrganized nightly last night. But it's got all sorts of different things, like including rooms, which I would imagine that's what you would like, for an example, like Discord channels, or Discord, you know, um, just Discord communities, right? That would be your rooms. So it's really cool to see this. And while we were talking about that, we made a point about people using it to peer-to-peer transact, and how that could be really cool. And it happened. Reportedly, users are already leveraging Jack Dorsey's BitChat mesh network to send Bitcoin, providing decentralized offline peer-to-peer communications, potential to redefine digital value exchange. So, not only does this, you know, allow us to talk freely in a you know like uncensorable, like people can't censor you, and they cannot survey you. So it's encrypted, and I love that this can kind of save the the freedom to transact, right? That has been a couple of things that has been brought up a few different times with the Genius Bill being discussed in the last few weeks. They have their CBDCs, is what it really boils down to. Their whitelist, blacklist functions for KYC, all of that. This allows us to transact in Bitcoin peer to peer. So um, I think this is a great technological innovation.
Yeah, it's really interesting. I don't know enough about the tech to see what the pitfalls are yet, but huge shout out to like Doc, by the way, for digging up the GitHub on that.
Yeah,
Jack Dorsey's actual GitHub on it is apparently a public repository. So you can go look at it, and we can learn more about it. I looked at it briefly last night. Great seeing Doc on the show last night, by
yeah.
the way. He seems to be doing a little bit better. Glad he made it out. Miss the dude. Hope we can get him back in more of a regular role. Miss the guy. But huge shout out for him for digging up that GitHub, because that definitely, I don't understand how it's supposed to work where you don't have any kind of permanent identifiable account, or any identifier, or any of that, like no subscription, but you can do peer-to-peer communications and they know that it's you. Like, I don't know how that's supposed to work, but I'm interested in learning more about it.
Me too. It was even brought up last night. Like, maybe DeOrganized could have one of the first communities on there, like be one of the first communities in our ecosystem.
Yeah, I don't know. Can you do like DM group channels? Like, is that what it is? Is it like direct messaging? Can you join, like subscribe to a channel? Or how does any of that work? I don't really know.
Now, I guess the only way to kind of know is to experiment with it and get your hands on it. So, Doc did bring up the good point that there's a fake app for BitChat on the Google Play Store already floating around. Of course, scammers are going to like be right on top of it. So definitely be careful. go to Jack Dorsey's page. Go to his GitHub, find his GitHub, and download it from the source code if you're going to play around with it. And also these things, it's not regulated yet. It's not on the App Store, so be careful if you're going to do that. Use a burner device if you're going to experiment around. You never know, like you say, what the pitfalls are. So
yeah, you might want to be careful about adding. Software, because my understanding is that it does require some kind of software to use for it. And so you might want to be careful about adding software to your main phone device. I don't even know if it has to be a phone, to be honest with you. I think it could be any Bluetooth enabled device. So it might even be just your laptop.
Yeah, most computers have Bluetooth, built in now. So I would imagine you're able to, just any device. It doesn't even have to be your phone.
But even that, the same thing. It's you don't want to add stuff to your computer necessarily either.
Exactly. You don't want to add software you don't know about and can't really understand, unless you have the technical know-how to look into the code. So just be careful, guys. I think this is very exciting to see this. I think that it'll be used for good, but there's the yin and the yang. There is going to be people that are going to try to use it for bad. So just make sure that you dot your I's and cross your T's, and make sure to stay safe. Keep yourself safe. We also talked about Elon Musk and the America Party last night, which I thought that was a pretty entertaining conversation.
Yeah, I think so. I understand there's a lot of people that feel that a third party. So there's this ingrained response to any talk of third parties is that they just serve to split the vote. And we really only the system is designed to cater to having two main parties, because you have the majority party and the minority party, and how that represents on the different committees in Congress and stuff like that. So it very much is slated to marginalize any third and under party. But a third party can still caucus with one or the other party. And so even a party that's taking 4% of the vote, if they have 4% of the Congress, that 4% could shift majority status from one to the other if they caucus with one versus the other. So you're automatically establishing a third point of political power, a point of negotiating for policies you want to support. If you support these policies, we'll caucus with you. If you support these policies, we'll caucus with you. And I guarantee you that in an atmosphere where there is a legitimate third rail option that caters to the interests of the majority, that will become a major political force. It may not become a predominant party, but I think you'll see a lot more debate and a lot more compromise on making sure that things go in the way that people want them to go.
Yeah, I think that they mentioned that they may be using Bitcoin as well, like that they would support Bitcoin with the American Party, taking donations in Bitcoin. I think that was pretty big. It was perceived as bullish on the timeline. I saw a lot of people posting about it, that the American Party would be, using Bitcoin. So, what do you think about that? Like using Bitcoin in politics, and
well, I think
sound on chain.
The biggest problem right now is that there's not. Campaign finance is not transparent, as much as there are rules and regulations to try to make sure that that's at least ostensibly trying to mitigate a potential for corruption in the process. It's a huge vector for corruption and influence, and circumventing the actual electoral process. So I think that utilizing Bitcoin or crypto or blockchain for voting and for campaign finance transparency makes a ton of sense. But the established players are not going to want to hear that. They're not going to take that quote unquote lying down, you know?
Yeah, I agree. Like they're gonna fight it because they want to have their dirty dealings and be able to line their pockets like
They
they do.
influence peddlers do not want to limit their capacity to peddle influence.
Yeah, it's. I think it's needed. I think that Elon is thinking in the right direction, and of course, he put out a poll or something like, "Dude, do you think we need a third party? Should I start the America Party?" I can't exactly remember how it was worded, but it was a resounding yes. So it looks like something that the community and people want. So I wonder how viable it is, and if his track record stands true, he'll get it done, man. He's gotten a lot done, so I wouldn't put it past Elon to get this started.
No, I think he's in a unique position to actually success. It's very hard to establish a third party. Like everyone knows the Libertarian Party. It's been in existence for decades upon decades. And they do run presidential candidates, and they do probably win a handful of legislative seats in various states, state legislatures, and stuff like that. But they're largely ineffective because, well, for two reasons. Number one, it's like specific to the Libertarian Party, their focus is limited governance. So it's kind of you're coming from a almost a hypocritical position where you're trying to say we want government power so we can limit government power. It's a hard position to establish and actually be taken seriously. But there's also all sorts of mechanisms in place to really prevent them from getting any significant political power beyond the established two-party system. And because we have this established system that's very, very hard to get any inroads for a third option, it makes it very easy for top-down control of the two parties. And the real problem is the DNC and the RNC are corrupt as hell. I mean, I'll say that every day because it's true. They are corrupt as hell. They do not care about what's true or what's right. They care about establishing blue or red first. And that's a problem because it doesn't actually get us good governance. It gets us, good dichotomic argumentation and a distracted populace arguing against their own interests for superficial bullshit that doesn't really matter. But the other guys are so bad. Well, at least these guys aren't quite so bad, so I'm going to support them. And that's really what we're stuck with. We have two piles of shit, and it's just whichever one smells a little bit less disgusting to you. And you don't really have an option otherwise, other than to just kind of stand on the sidelines and let the shit just kind of get over everywhere, all over everything that you touch, and there's nothing you can do about it. So I think that Elon is in a position, if he's serious and earnest about what he's looking to do, I think he is in a position to do it. And I'd consider supporting. I'd consider running. Depending on what their platform is, but I mean, I would consider I won't work with the Democratic or Republican Party in full. Like I'll talk to people in those parties, but I would never actually run as a party candidate for either of those parties. I just would not.
But the America Party has a ring to it, and you're saying maybe.
It depends on what they support and what they are actually there for, But I would consider it because I haven't been I haven't been exposed to them being completely corrupt and garbage like what we have now. So I would give them a shot to consider. Oh man, it's all right. So it's 9:33. It is time for Find to Earn. The game master is here. I'm not going to do the same transition I normally do. GP, when you get a chance, can you run the Stacking DAO and BitFlow spots? Game Master, great to see you. Thank you for joining us today, guys. I lost track of time. I have an important thing I have to get to for 10 a.m. So I've got 26 minutes to go get dressed and get to where I need to be. But you guys have excellent Find to Earn episode, and I will be back with you guys in the morning. Zenny, how are you today, sir?
Okay, I'm fine. Hello, everyone.
Hello. I'm sorry to leave you guys early. I really hate missing the Find to Earn episodes, but I got some in real life work stuff to do to try to help us get more housing, which is desperate.
Yeah, that's okay. Let's play quick games today.
All right.
So I just want to make sure I'm turning the right banners with the Stacking DAO 38 sec, and then right next to it, right there in the design tab there. These are the two that I need to be running.
There's the 38-second banner, and then the one that's prod version SBTC PBTC, I think it says.
Yep.
For BitFlow.
Gotcha.
Yes.
All right.
Thank you guys. Much love. Thank you all for tuning in today, and I will be back with you later on today. You all have a blessed day. Peace out.
Good one, peace.
Don't end the stream. Don't end the stream.
Don't end the stream. What's up, Zenny? How we doing today, man? Let's play some Finder.
Game. Yeah,
so I'll pull up my screen. Everybody head over to the Skullcoin account. That is Skullcoin BTC. Let me pull up my screen here. Yeah, how are we doing, Skullcoin? How are we doing, Treasure Hunter? Let's get it. So this is where you need to be here. You want to be on the Skullcoin account. Let's see, and I'll crank up.
Okay, we're ready.
We are ready, good sir. So make sure that you are on the Skullcoin BTC account, and we shall run some Find to Earn. You want me to do a countdown?
Yeah, my countdown, and we'll start.
All right. This first round, is it going to be a whitelist round?
1,000 rule for the winner, whitelist round. Let's go.
All right. So 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Let's go. I'm refreshing my page.
Let's go. And we maybe play simultaneously rounds to make it faster, and we'll see. We'll get feedback. Maybe people wanna play not one by one. Okay, let's go.
Look at this Rude chilling in his chair. So what you're gonna do is the first thing that you're gonna do is like and share the game. I'm gonna take a look at this post here. It looks like the Root is chilling here. Non-Lala daycare. Got Mickey, Minnie, all of the awesome animals there as well. And then we're gonna go to here to this link. It'll take you straight to Google Maps. Once you click on that, here, let me replace my screen. Pop up one coordinate. This is where your starting coordinates are. Here, copy these coordinates. Sorry, the marker. Boom. So this will take you to this marker here. And this is your starting location. We are looking for this route somewhere within this vicinity of this here starting location. So you grab your guy, drop him in, take him around for a daycare. Not seeing a daycare. Maybe travel up the street just a little bit. Take him around.
Okay, we have a winner. The first one was Angel.btc. The second one is our new player Oviato.btc. Congrats, Angel. The games keep going, and now we will play open games for everyone.
All right. So this was
The open games also will be easy, so let us launch 2 games simultaneously.
All right, 2 games at one time. Let's go. So this is the winning location here. I'm heading this gold coin BTC page. Let me see here. Replace my screen again. Going back over here. What are these 2 rounds going to be for, City?
Okay, let's play 2 games simultaneously. So listen, everyone. You can play the first game or the second game. It's up to you. The first game is a flat Earth game, 10,000 flat for the winner, and the second game is a Leo game, 50,000 of Leo to the winner. Get ready, everyone.
Yeah, great.
And I will count down soon.
Solid. Good morning, Chad. We got Kaizen in the house. We got Jamie F. We got Fikri. Let's go.
Okay, I will count down from 10. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, 0. The games are launching. Let the hunt begin.
So
You can play and choose the first game or the second game.
So we've got the Flat Earth game here. And second game is launching as well. I might play the second one because we might have less hunters on the second one. We'll dive right in. So first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to like and share. Boom. Make sure that I posted out the live stream. I've liked and shared the live stream as well. There at the bottom. Looks like we've got a really cool Leo mural here that I'm looking for. Got a Leo cat on this mural. So I'm going to take a look at the second game and try to win some Leo. Let's go.
Right. Let's go, hunters.
Let me take a look.
Don't forget to share and repost the stream, the organized show, and the game. To be eligible to win, you have to repost and like the game.
You gotta like and share the game and like and share the stream. Chad, share out the live stream.
Okay, we have the winner for the Leo game, and it's crystal clear. Yeah, this game was very easy, like on the starting location. If you're smart enough, you have to be, everyone, you have to be very aware that the game could be very easy or medium rare. So it can be easy, it can be hard, you can be ready for any game set.
Right on.
Okay, the second was Amit.btc. Logicbone.btc was the first. The first person who found the Leo game was a crystal clear.btc. Congrats, man. We still playing Flat Earth game.
So we are playing flat. We're playing some flat here. Place my screen. Back to the school.
Flat Earth game is near the legendary building.
So we got some legendary building here for a flat Earth.
The building from James Bond movies.
Oh shit! This is this is very recognizable. I was just thinking of watching the James Bond movies the other day. I saw some shorts on my YouTube feed of a great movie. Oh yeah, let me try to find this legendary ability you're talking about real quick. And this week we got Find Earn Friday as well in Possess Discord. We're gonna be doing some Find Earn there. Very, very beast. Love doing some Find Earn Friday. Game night in Possess Discord. I think after this one is done, I'll run some ads from our marketing partners.
Okay, we have a winner for the winner for the flat Earth game is the orange, one and only.
Orange, the legendary collector. Let's go. Orange.
He found Mi 6 building.
Alright.
Okay, let's go. Everyone, we have 3 games more. Be ready.
Alright, so we got 3 more. We're headed back to Skullpoint BTC account. Let's go. Yeah, we got Orange back, man. He's back from vacation, so you guys got to be on point. You're gonna win these games. I think is Orange still the winningest player?
Yeah, sure. Yeah, he has more wins than the second place in 2 times, I believe. So for now he's unreachable, even if he like goes to vacation for 2 months straight.
Yeah,
but
dude.
that time will tell. Okay, let's go. We are ready. Are you ready, chat? We'll play one by one 2 games.
All right.
Let's start from the Pepe game. Sunny Pepe game. You have to find this sunflower. And we are ready to launch. Wanna count down?
Yeah, dude.
Let's go.
2 to 10. That's 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Let's go.
Let's go. Let the hunt begin. The game is launching. You have to find this graffiti sunflower.
Alright, so we have a Ghibli image here of AB Pepe. Big shout out to the Pepe squad. I see you guys. Next to this sunflower mural on the side of it, I am going to like and share. Boom. And then go to this map coordinates here. Place my screen. Boom. And then on this next one, I'm going to play add, stack it down, and bitflow. Big shout out to Stacking Down and bitflow_finance. Definitely go give them a follow on X. Let's go. Just drop it. While we are here for this one, I'm going to play quick word from our sponsors. Boom. Earn 10% on your stacks at Stacking DAO. That is stackingdao.com. go. Stop sharing my screen for a second.
Today is a chill stream, but everyone focused on the games. Okay, we have a winner. Nixie.btc found the Pepe game. The second was Assistant Boyfriend. And the third was the Great One. We have 2 games more.
Let's go. Did you want to go ahead and launch the game before I do the word from our sponsor? Or do you want to run this real quick? Here, I'm going to play a quick word from our sponsor. And here's another one from BitFlow for you guys. Massive. All right, are we ready for another round, Zenny?
Okay, we're ready. I will count down. We play STX AI game. You have to find very strange building monument. It's easy game. Be ready. Fast fingers will win. The winner will get 700 STX AI. It is a good price. Okay, we are ready. I will count down right now. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. The game is launching.
Let's go.
Let's go, hunters.
Refresh the page. Taking a look at the STXAI game here. Got this agent here standing in front of whatever type of structure this is. From Gravy. Go ahead and like and share this. So yeah,
Like and share the game before you open the maps.
100%.
And you can play.
Yeah, you don't want to lose your round to the game master. Game master does not play. So make sure that you like and share first, get it out of the way, and boom, you're in the game. We drop it here. Look, share my screen with you. Boom, boom. All right. We're looking for this agent. Where can this crazy mural of some sort of loading in the background. We do have some trees. I'm thinking maybe I might close. Looking around the block, maybe I'll find it.
Okay, we have a lot of players who found. The first was Utopias.btc, the second and the third Victory of Web.stx and Elder Statement. The first player, Utopias, find this location. Congrats.
Congrats. Congrats on the win.
And the last game we'll play for today is a jackpot round. We will give you like 4 minutes. We'll not make a lot of stress, frustration, and if nobody will find, we will move this price for tomorrow. Okay, we wait a couple minutes, everyone get back.
Alright. Getting back to the Skullcoin BTC account. Love it. We are waiting to get the refresh, but got BlueStacks installed, so I see this little button here. Can't wait for this quest to be available for boosters. Love it. All right, we are back to the Skullpoint BTC account. Congrats to our winners for today so far. We are getting to the jackpot round. Let's get where was this? Some weird hero. Like several. TikTok. Wow, 10 seconds between Utopias and victory of
Yeah, very
crazy.
close games.
Photo finish.
Okay, let's play the last round for today. We give you like 4 minutes. If nobody will find, the price will go for tomorrow and be bigger. And I want to remind everyone that we're testing right now on chain game and on chain game coming this month. It will be very interesting for the whole community, for Stacks ecosystem. And if we will get a lot of good feedback, we'll push this narrative forward. Okay, we are ready to launch.
Let's go.
Let's go. I will count down.
Alrighty.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Let's go.
Let's go.
The last game for today.
Refreshing for the jackpot round. Let's see who wins. I take a crack at it again. I've been getting smoked. The treasure hunters are too quick. For 20 STX, 4 minutes to win. We are looking for this mural. Lots of murals today. It says the faith. Let's go. Looks like we have an orchestra of some sort or a band. Got stuff on the side of the building. I am liking, sharing, and I'm going to take a crack at this one. Good luck. Here. Place my screen.
So this location is not so close. Our last game is always hard. But we give the time limit, so the 4 minutes, and we move on. We move this price tomorrow and make it bigger.
Right on. So if nobody wins this 20 STX, prize moves to tomorrow's round, jackpot round. And we've got 4 minutes, guys. So good luck. Alright, so we are at the starting location here. I'm gonna go up the street. Go up here to the north. I can get around here, poke around a bit.
And this week we test a new format. We try to start the show with like the jackpot round with the hard difficulty, and in the end of show I will drop you again the same image with the clue, so we will have the winner easily. But in the very beginning you have just to try to find in the hard mode if you want to try, or you can wait our main games.
Right on. I love the experimentation. And this is the New Orleans. So you can see instruments and
Yeah, we will
murals
try
are
this
just
format
about
with
everywhere.
PeaceLoveMusic, but it will depend on your feedback, community chat. If you like it, this format, we will keep it. If you don't like, dislike, like you tell us, and we just remove this format and we will back to this jackpot format. And in the future, our idea to make jackpot games on chain. I will explain it after the seed price hunt.
Oh, that's
We
dope.
have a lot of plans here.
Yeah, that's cool. Put the live rounds on chain. Let's go. That's a cool little way to mix the onboarding process from bind to earn and putting it on chain and making it traceable. So, already got a leaderboard. I would imagine maybe the jackpot rounds. I don't know. Maybe they could be +2 on the win leaderboard or something. Who knows?
Yeah.
Fat. I don't know what a fat baby is, but it's telling you to stop acting crazy.
Yeah, we'll figure
Wow.
out it because like we need like feedback and we keep going. Okay, like 1 minute more and we close this game for today. We launch with bigger price jackpot tomorrow. I will drop the coordinates in like 40 seconds.
All right, 40 seconds, guys. Good luck. If you do not find the location or Game Master drops the coordinates, pot round will move to the next one, and next round tomorrow will be worth more. Let's go.
Okay, seems like we have no winner, so the prize goes for tomorrow. I drop the coordinates, everyone can see like as a proof of game where it was, and tomorrow will be the new round, new jackpot with bigger price. Everyone get ready. Thanks for games today. Thank you, hunters. Well played today.
Right on, right on. I'll flip these coordinates to show where your final coordinates play. And thank you, Game Master. Appreciate you coming through and playing Find or Earn rounds with us every morning. You guys be sure to follow Skullpoint BTC on X and get ready for jackpot round to be on chain. So let's go. Here's the mural for the win. Let's go, guys. Thank you, Hunter.
Thanks everyone. See you tomorrow on the organized show. We play Find to Earn every weekday and we transform it to on-chain game. We will add on-chain game. Very interesting things coming. We want to push the new narrative and I hope it will be successful to invite new people to our ecosystem from Web 2 and Web 3 world. We're working hard and we prove everyone like winning hackathons is not just for validation. Thanks everyone.
Thanks for the fun, Zenny. Appreciate you, man.
See you,
Have a
man.
good day.
Thanks, GP. You are best, man. See you.
Later. This has been another Based Morning with DeOrganized Let's Go Morning Show. Be sure to tune in at 8:30 a.m. ET Monday through Friday to get the latest alpha from the Bitcoin and broader crypto ecosystem. Be sure to go to deorganized.media, set up your profile, and visit the show schedule and start earning some dApps. Tune into the DeOrganized Nightly segment at 7 p.m. ET Monday through Friday. I hope that you guys have a very, very blessed rest of your day and keep crushing it, guys. Keep being badass. We will see you again tomorrow to have some fun at 9:30 a.m. ET to play Find to Earn with the Skullpoint crew. Big shout out to our marketing partners, Stacking Out and BitFlow. You guys have a blessed rest of your day. I am GP with DeOrganized Media. We'll bring it to you live again tomorrow. See you then.